everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Tino and this is Today with Tino. For those who don't know me, I am married, happily married to a guy named Andrew. I'm not like being biased or anything, but he is like by far the best storyteller that I know. He is actually a stand-up comedian, a poet, a writer, and he's a storyteller. So recently he entered this competition for the ultimate storyteller. He is like in the top 10, guys, top 10. So the video is entitled The Gun That Saved My Life. Guys, this is a must-watch video. When I watched it, I was like, wow. I had like literal goosebumps, y'all. It blew my mind, like, poosh. So if you haven't watched that video, I have included the link. You can click it right now. This is the only time that you'll be allowed to like exit a video and then you can come back, obviously. But make sure you watch that video. I've also included the link in the description box below. So today's video was really inspired by that story because it really made me think about how best to survive that kind of a situation. So I have come up with some tips and some survival tactics, but I hope and trust and believe that that will never happen to you guys. It is something that no one ever has to go through in their life. Just a disclaimer. I am not a self-defense instructor. I am not a police officer. I do not have any qualifications with regards to how to deal with criminals or anything like that. This is just advice that I think maybe one or two things would actually help, but you are free not to take any one of these advices. So I hope we are clear with that. So from his story, I learned one or two things, actually more than that, on how to survive that kind of situation. So let's get into today's video. Stay alert at all times. It is of prime importance. Most of the time we walk around with earphones in our ears and listening to music, and we are just oblivious to what's going on around us. Whether you're walking your dog, whether you're alone, whether you are in a place with a lot of people, these tips do apply. Make sure you focus and you are like observant of your environment. That way you can know when someone is following you or when someone has got bad intentions towards you. Take notice of anything peculiar. From that video, these guys actually realized like, okay, that is weird. This car is being driven with the doors wide open. That is just weird. They quickly realized like, oh my goodness, these guys are after us, and they actually did something based on that fact. But imagine if they didn't see that, like, oh, okay, whatever, then it was going to be another story altogether. Try and look back every half a minute to a minute, just so that you are aware of what's going on around you, who is walking behind you and stuff like that. That way no one can just pounce on you just like that. You know what I mean? Trust your instinct. That little voice that tells you something is just off. Listen to that. A lot of people try and ignore that voice. That voice would definitely save your life. So listen to your instinct all the time. Every time when you're like looking back, try and see what the person is wearing. Try and see their height, their complexion, the car model that they're driving, the color of the car, and even the number plate. Just details so that it can help you when you file a police report or something like that. Do not stop for anything. These guys, when they were running for their lives, they dropped their keys. Someone will be like, oh my goodness, I dropped my keys, and then they want to pick them up. No, that is not advisable. When you have decided to start running, run and don't look back, or look back, I don't know. Run and run fast. Just keep focused and try and survive. Be aware of your location. Every time when you are driving somewhere or going somewhere, just try and pick up the name of a building, the street name that you're in. Take note of such things because they will come in handy if you call the police so that you can actually tell them your location. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and make sure you leave a comment in the comment section down below. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so by clicking the subscribe button and obviously clicking the notification bell so that you get notified every time I post anything.